Let's take an example which Allah mentioned here. وَآتَيْنَا ثَمُودَ النَّاقَةَ مُبْصِرَةً فَظَلَمُوا بِهَا. Allah gives the people of Thamud, that tribe to whom the Prophet Salih alayhi salam came. So they were asking about the same thing. Give us some supernatural ayah. So from a boulder or a rock, Salih alayhi salam turned it into a naqa, into a she-camel, huge she-camel. So what else a prophet can bring? In front of their eyes they could see this rock, huge boulder turning into a she-camel. Okay, but they still did not believe, the people of Thamud. Actually, they killed this naqa, fa'aqaruha. They killed this naqa, and since it was last chance, after this kind of ayah, there is no more chance. Although Musa alayhi salam brought this ayat, 9 ayats to Fir'aun, also they belied. So Allah is saying that what prevents me to bringing the ayah to the kuffar of Quraysh at the time of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ is that the previous nations have belied this ayat, and it will cause a mass destruction if they belie this ayah. Rather, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, out of His mercy, made the ayah of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ a different in nature. Not physical ayah that is tied to a geography or location, to the people of Quraysh in Mecca at that time. Rather, Prophet Muhammad ﷺ came with the greatest of all ayah that is meant to sustain and transcend geography and location, and that's the Quran, because it's a form of a textual form that everybody can enjoy, can read, and it is, Allah has protected it from getting corrupted or altered, its text. So it's there in front of us. So in front of us there is this physical ayah that we see every day. There are these social ayah that we see in our interaction in the society, Allah's ayat, and also there is the revelation, wahi ayah. Okay, so all these ayats every day bombards us, hits us, should hit us for those who contemplate day and night, 24 hours. Okay, telling us that we should glorify Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَإِذْ قُلْنَا لَكَ إِنَّ رَبَّكَ أَحَاطَ بِالنَّاسِ وَمَا جَعَلْنَا الرُّؤْيَا الَّتِي أَرَيْنَاكَ إِلَّا فِتْنَةً لِلنَّاسِ وَالشَّجَرَةَ الْمَلْعُونَةَ فِي الْقُرْآنِ وَنُخَوِّفُهُمْ فَمَا يَزِيدُهُمْ إِلَّا طُغْيَانًا كَبِيرًا. And sometimes by design, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it's like when something becomes habit, we don't see the beauty anymore. When something becomes habit, we don't see the beauty anymore. I mean, I'm driving now, right? And the driving is no more something I'm paying attention to. My brain is engaged in talking with you, and that's the one that I'm paying attention, pondering on the ayat of the Quran, talking to you. The first time I was learning driving, and all of us, okay, our brain was totally dedicated to the driving. Okay, we see every details of the road, everything, what's happening. Okay, but this thing now it's like an auto mode, that auto driving status, that I'm just physically driving, but mentally I am with reciting the Quran, for example. Okay, similarly, the whole universe, everything, there is ayat that we forgot because we no more think about it. Sometimes Allah brings here and there things that Allah wants us to get out of this habitual thing, some kind of shaking, in terms of, for example, one being in the middle of the sea, and there is a storm or hurricane, and the ship starts to go up and down in these huge waves. Okay, this is a shaking of the normal things. Eclipse of the sun, eclipse of the moon. These things Allah wants us to rush to Him, to start glorifying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, be mindful of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay. And Allah uses these soldiers. This, in Allah's terminology, is Allah's soldiers. Allah's soldiers in this universe are many. Like, it could be water, it could be sound, cloud, viruses, so many soldiers, and nobody knows the nature of Allah's soldiers except Him, as it is in the Quran. وَمَا يَعْلَمُ جُنُودَ رَبِّكَ إِلَّا هُ. So let's always be mindful of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and not wait for those physical ayats, because it will be very dangerous. وَإِذْ قُلْنَا لِلْمَلَائِكَةِ اسْجُدُوا لِآدَمَ فَسَجَدُوا إِلَّا إِبْلِيسَ قَالَ أَأَسْجُدُ لِمَنْ خَلَقْتَ طِينًا قَالَ أَرَأَيْتَكَ هَذَا الَّذِي كَرَّمْتَ عَلَيَّ لئن أخرتني إلى يوم القيامة لأحتنكن ذريته إلا قليلا قال اذهب فمن تبعك منهم فإن جهنم جزاؤكم جزاء موفورا واستفزز من استطعت منهم بصوتك وأجلب عليهم بخيلك ورجلك وشاركهم في الأموال والأولاد وعدهم وما يعدهم الشيطان إلا غرورا إن عبادي ليس لك عليهم سلطان وكفى بربك وكيلا. This very beautiful ayat, I would advise you to think about it. I don't have much time as I'm almost here in reaching my office, but it talks about the shaitan and how he was given chance to stay until the day of judgment. So shaitan is alive as Isa alayhi salam is alive, so he's never dead, and Allah has given him the power to deceive and work his plots on us. And this is by Allah's grand hikmah and wisdom, that He has given certain power with His sawtika wa rajlik. He is entering into us, He's making noises, He's whispering into us, creating plots, making followers among the human beings, so that they start working on other human beings, min al-jinnati wan nas. Okay, so and he is sharing with us in our children and property. Okay, in our food, if we don't say Bismillah, shaitan starts to eat with us. This all amazing information that out of mercy the Prophet ﷺ told us, because Allah let him know and tell us. It's really amazing, the world of shaitan and what kind of influence he has on us. He's entering our nervous system and goes through the veins, and hence the fasting is very beneficial when we constrain the veins so that his transport gets jammed, his transport system gets blocked and jammed. The effect of dhikr on him, when we remember Allah on him, this whole world of unseen that often the scientific community, because they don't comprehend, they cannot test it in the lab, they straight away reject it, thinking that they have explored everything. It's really very arrogant stand of the scientific community, knowing that they don't know nothing when it comes to this world of unseen, the world of jinn, the world of shaitan, and how they share with us. Even you know that when we are engaging in this sexual intercourse, there is a dua, Allahumma jannibna shaitan wa jannib ash-shaytana ma razaqtana, because at that moment he can also start work, and that way we seek refuge to Allah to protect our children if this sexual act is resulted into conceiving a child. Then from that very moment, you see, we seek refuge to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect us from shaitan. So it's a big topic. Inshallah, whenever we get chance, we can talk about it. Let me finish here. Wallahu a'lam wa sallallahu ala nabiyyina Muhammad. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.